How's it going out there, everybody? Today we're going to talk about 5 different things I've come to realize with my Osmo Pocket 3 that I think might help you out. These things may or may not be something you've heard of before. If they are, maybe skip to the next one. But I might have a different perspective on it than maybe you've heard from somebody else or that you've even thought of yourself. So the Pocket 3, of course, is probably one of my favorite cameras to use. It's just such a fun camera. There's so much versatility to it. Let's get right into it and talk about one feature that not many people use or really think about. And this got brought up to me mostly because I got frustrated in probably a previous video you may or may not have seen of mine, where I dislike that you have to swipe down from the top to change your gimbal mode. That being said, the one I like to go between the most when I'm like in a situation is being able to do like tilt lock mode versus follow mode. Now, if I'm wanting to get into FPV mode, I don't mind, yes, it sucks. I wish I could just cycle through them somehow on the main screen with the tap of a button. But for lock or tilt lock mode, you can do it off the home screen technically. It is called lock mode, but what you do is you push and hold on the joystick and it changes it to lock mode. No matter what I do, it stays in the same position, so it's focused on the same thing. If I'm in the middle of recording and I'm already recording, I can push and hold my button and then I get a lock mode, and then I can go ahead and do my jib shot where I lower it and raise it, and no matter what I'm doing, the horizon's staying level, and it's even staying level on the subject side to side. So let go to release that, and then it's going to go back to follow mode. So lock mode could come in handy, and I don't think it's one that people talk about, so you may have missed it. Now this next thing is something you may have seen before, maybe not, but if you have the creator combo and you got the mic with your Pocket 3, you know that you have the case here, and I like to record with the mic because the mic gives me the opportunity to step away from the camera. It just sounds better even than the internal recording. Let's go ahead and just do a comparison between the internal recording and the microphone. So I'm going to record on here, talking internally, and then we'll turn the mic on and talk through it. So this is internally through the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic on, and then we'll record through the mic. But this is internally through the Pocket 3. So now we're recording through the mic, and I'm just holding it in my hand here. But the cool thing that I wanted to show you guys is that being that it's in here, and maybe you don't want to hold both hands, you don't want to clip it on your shirt so you see the mic on your shirt or see the little thing, whatever, and you're just going to be vlogging with it. What I like to do is turn my case and then I face it at me, or if you're recording somebody else, you could face it away from you and you could be recording them and getting a good audio from them. If you're just doing like an interview talking head, you don't want to hand them your mic, but you want to get a good audio off of them. With holding it for somebody else, the problem is you have to have it scooted up quite a bit on here so that you can hit the record button. If you're recording yourself with it though, I like to rest it on this little notch right here that's inside of it. So what I will do is slide it in till it sits on that, so it sits right on that notch right there. We're going to return my camera around and I'm going to walk around the house and record. I just wanted to leave the studio because I need to grab my Magic Mind for the day. If you haven't heard of Magic Mind before, it is a mind boosting shot. It gives you calm energy, peace of mind, helps you think clear. Man, I've been using it for the last 5 days or so, even through this cold that I'm dealing with. I don't know if you've noticed me doing it, but I've got a little bit of a head cold thing, and it helps me have less brain fog and stuff like that during cold. If you woke up with a cold before, you know that. But I'm starting to get over it, and I'm starting to really notice the effects in the last couple days here, so I'm going to take mine for the day. Let me tell you about it, about the taste real quick. So it's got like a subtle sweet note to it, but it's like, I would say like a crisp sweet note to it. Very easy to take shot. If you've ever gone to a juice bar and gotten a juice shot, I'd say it's even easier than some of those because it just doesn't have like those spices and stuff like that you notice from it. So if you get a chance, check out Magic Mind, and I'll have some links down below. You can try it for yourself and see if it helps boost your mental awareness and all of that fun stuff. All right, the next thing I wanted to talk about is how you shoot vertical with your Pocket 3. There's two things that you're limited with when you shoot vertical, how the Pocket 3 is designed to shoot vertical versus this little tip. And I did do a video on it specifically, but I wanted to mention it in here in case you didn't see that video, and this is the only video you're watching of mine. So this is how you typically shoot vertically, switches to 3K, and you have a less wide field of view. If you just keep it in the standard horizontal mode, and you aim it at what you're about to shoot, and take your Pocket 3 and go just like that, it makes it so that it's 4K, vertical, and it will show up vertical. You don't even have to rotate it in post. So while you're holding it like this, you have the two things. You have wide angle, so you're getting your full 20 millimeter perspective that you have normally. If you throw your wide angle lens on it, you got 15 millimeter perspective, so it gives you even wider than that. And then you're also getting 4K. Oh, and you're able to shoot in the low light mode. So for instance, if I go into low light mode, which I don't really use that often, but if I go into low light mode and then I rotate it, it doesn't let you rotate to vertical for low light mode. But if you need it in low light mode and you need to shoot vertical, put it in low light mode and just give it this job and it gives you low light mode. So there's lots of reasons you may want to shoot this way vertical versus just the flip of the screen. Now it's great that the Pocket 3 added that flip of the screen for it, but there are some limitations. So that is your kind of fix workaround for that. Let's get on to the next one. So what I like to do instead of trying to like finagle this guy with my finger, like so many times I'll put my finger in it and start going and just like punch zoom. And I'm like, oh, I'm really trying to go real slow with that. And you can get it, you can finagle it, but it's tough. What I like to do is when I'm ready to zoom, I do the whole tap on it thing, and then I use my joystick. And I have my joystick setting set to 1 on my zoom so that I get a smooth zoom. As far as I've come across, you cannot change the speed of this setting. So to change it, you just go from the top, go over to the little setting button. So swipe from the top, go to the setting button, and go down to the joystick. I think it's just called joystick. Yeah, joystick speeds. And you can change the joystick speed to like how it moves the gimbal around that speed, as well as the zoom. So you got both options on there. Let's see if I can get a zoom on it. So you see what I'm talking about? All right. So there you go. Now talking about zoom, let's get to the last thing, which is I started a company and we developed a lens that helps you get an extra punch in on the Pocket 3. When you receive it, open up the box and it's going to be ready to go for you. So it comes in this little velvet bag inside the box. Once I remove it from the box, you've got a little lens here, which I'm going to try to show you without showing my face. You got a little lens here. It even comes with a little lens cap. So it sits right on it and just sits there like that. We have had some complaints about our magnetization. This is our newest model, and I'm going to show you right now that you can film. You could shake your camera around real aggressively, and it's not going to fall off. If you're going over there and you're smacking it, it's going to fall off. But you have to expect something like that from something that's a little bit heavier than like an ND filter. Like, yes, an ND filter is going to fit flush, and it's not going to fall off. This is how far I'm holding it out on my arm, and this is with the lens on it, and this is how close it's getting me in framing to my face. And I'm 2 times zoomed in on the Pocket 3 with a 2 times telephoto lens on it. I'm going to pull it off so you can see the difference. So that's the difference. This is what 2 times zoomed in on the Pocket 3 is without it. And this is what 2 times zoomed in on the Pocket 3 is with the lens on it. It gives you a little bit of a vintage look, and it just kind of gives you that extra punch. We're really proud of it, and Luke over in England and I are constantly kind of come up with new ideas. If you're using it just to get extra cinematic zoom on your subject and give you a fun, cool look to how it shoots, this might be the lens for you, so check it out. Oh, one last bonus one. So I did say there was only 5 things in here, and I used it to plug my lens. There's one last bonus one is since one of the updates that came later on in the Pocket 3, you have the opportunity to, if you're in the middle of a recording and you're not liking how that recording goes, I wish my other cameras had this, you can push and hold on the record button to delete the recording. And it comes in very handy. A lot of times, like I was recording my daughter's play recently, and I had it recording because I thought the play was going to come on, and it was just taking like forever. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me just delete the recording I just recorded for 3 minutes that had nothing in it. and then restart again so I don't have to go delete it later. So currently I was just recording the last 21 seconds of what we were saying, but you're not going to see that recording because I'm about to delete it. So I'm just pushing and holding my record button, and it deletes it so I don't have to deal with it. So if you didn't know about that, that's a nice feature to have. So if you have one of the latest updates, you should have that feature on it. And yeah, always be making your updates. So I hope this video was interesting for you guys, and I hope you learned something new about your Pocket 3. Check out Magic Mind. It's really done wonders for my mental improvement. It's given me a little bit of extra boost to be making these videos. I had been slacking for a little bit, but I'm back on my weekly videos, and I'm ready to keep making stuff for you guys. Thanks to Magic Mind. Check them out in the description. Check out the links to our lens, and go check out some of my other Pocket 3 stuff right there, and whatever YouTube recommends to you down below. And I'll see you guys next time with another one. Go shoot something awesome. Don't forget to post it. Peace out. Later, guys.